Right, here we are. Come to Cornwall, he said. Come to sunny Cornwall. Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the bald explorer, out on another walk. Look at me. I bought a hat to protect myself from the rain. And Mark Sellwood has joined me. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Richard.
Oh, you're holding the umbrella, keeping everything all nice and dry. We are in Truro, aren't we?
Truro, yes we are.
This is part of my series of videos in Cornwall, and I can tell you, there's a nice cheap shop, I won't mention the name, but I've had to resort to buy myself a waterproof jacket and a comedy hat. But you say it suits me.
You're very smart. It's his new image.
It's my new image, so there we go. We are standing in a square in Truro. It's a city, isn't it?
It is a city, diocese of Truro.
Where is that near then?
Yeah, it's we're about 10 miles away from Redruth. So, and it's a beautiful city, a city of Truro, and we're standing in front of a beautiful cathedral.
So this is the square, and behind us is this amazing cathedral that's not as old as you might think, is it?
It was, I believe it was actually built in 1888.
God, that's so recent, isn't it, for a cathedral?
Yeah, and I believe it was it's the first cathedral built since Salisbury
Cathedral. When was that built?
I think that was built, what was it, 1255?
You can't remember. He says, I believe this, I believe that. We've been looking at Wikipedia, to be honest with you, mugging up in the rain. However, you're quite right. I think it is around about 12 something or other.
My facts are not always that precise.
Is that in front of your face? There we are. That's Marb. Anyway, it is a very beautiful cathedral. We're going to see if we can get inside, aren't we? And have a quick gander. And then we're also going to go and have a wander around Truro, because I've not been to Truro.
No.
First time here. It's a city. It's a small city.
It's a very small city.
And it's got some lovely Georgian buildings.
Yeah, Georgian, and mostly we've got Georgian buildings in the city of Truro, so it is absolutely beautiful.
Right, and actually, look, if we just come over here, there's a big sign here. Just trying not to get the camera wet, and it's called High Cross. Is that where we are, at High Cross?
That's where we are at the moment, Richard.
Well, let's go and have a look at the cathedral and see if we can get inside. And here it is, coming up to us on this very miserable day, which is a great shame.
No, it looks absolutely beautiful, the tracery at the at the outside there as well.
It is amazing, actually, and I'm astonished that it is so recent as it is.
Yeah,
it's free entry.
It does look much older than what it is.
You can take the umbrella down. I suppose I can take my hat off, but I'll have to get you to hold my hat, because
you can leave your hat on.
What, inside the cathedral?
Well, no, you better take that off.
Yeah, could you take it off for me? I've got my hands held. There we are. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's see what happens. I'll let you do the door. Sorry, you've got all the work. There's some people coming through.
Hello.
Just zip through here. Wow, look at this. That is very impressive. Mark, forgot your name then for a minute. Wow, it is very impressive, isn't it?
So they are doing a guided tour.
Let's have a little stroll down here. This is amazing. So it just goes to show, even on a wet, miserable day, you can still find beauty in a place.
I think in any place you can, any town, any English town, any town in the United Kingdom, you can find any beautiful area, beautiful place like this.
It is stunning. I mean, I think it's just the fact that it's brand new.
Yeah. You can see the stained glass window, absolutely stunning and so detailed.
Yeah. I'm still overblown, really, because you think that this sort of thing is just not possible in the modern era.
Yeah, that's right.
And yet here it is. It was made in 2 bits.
2 bits, yeah.
So they built this bit down the end here first.
Yeah.
And they ran out of money.
Yeah.
So they had to wait
Oh, really?
Till they, about, I can't remember how many years, 10 years or something like that,
yeah.
until they got the rest of the money.
Yeah. I did hear when they was building it as well, they had a smaller temporary cathedral next to it for people to pray at.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
It must be a stunning attraction. That's a mighty impressive organ.
Absolutely stunning.
If I can say that.
It's absolutely stunning.
You know a few facts about the organ, don't you?
Well, yeah, it's the cathedral. We know the cathedral is quite recently built, but the organ was built in 1876 by a gentleman of the name of Father Willis.
Father
Willis.
Father Willis.
Yes,
that's it.
And it was brought down from London by boat. And
was it built in London then?
I see. And brought down to Cornwall by boat. And it is one of the finest organs.
Best in the country.
One of the finest organs in the country.
Gosh.
So I'd love to hear it.
Do you play?
Yeah. I don't play the organ.
No, I don't know whether
but
you did.
It's just looking at the site up there. You can imagine sitting here on a Sunday service.
Yeah.
Hearing
Come on.
the organ.
Hear that organ playing. What is this thing? This is a fascinating thing.
Oh.
This is like one of the
lovely,
crosses. Like the
one of the Eleanor crosses.
Eleanor crosses, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know whether it is.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's but it's a beautiful. Oh, it's a font cover. That's the font, isn't it?
Is that the font?
Yeah, that's the font, and that is the very ornate font cover on the top.
Oh wow.
Yeah, of course it is.
And it looks so old as well, doesn't it?
It does. Everything looks old.
It does.
If only they could make houses look like this and be as substantial.
That's right.
But we haven't got much time, so we can't stay in the cathedral, unfortunately, because we're going to have a look around Truro.
Yeah, we're going to have just a little walk around the town around Truro.
Yeah, and get wet.
And get wet.
And I'm going to put the comedy hat back on.
But I'm going to try to point out some interesting buildings to you as well.
Okay,
so
that sounds great.
See if we can find a few and dodge the raindrops.
Oh, look at that. Thank you very much.
There you go, he's just coming for a
Oh my giddy aunt.
Come down. Do you want to go a cup of coffee or something?
Can you put my hat on my head?
Yeah. Is that the right way?
I think so. That's too low. That's better. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Got it right?
Oh, yeah, wonderful, doesn't it?
Okay. I'm going to risk the rain. You stay. This is what happens when you film in the rain. You get soaking wet. The man with the umbrella is coming.
You get that soaking wet?
Yeah, I know.
Just
Don't want to get soaking wet, Mark.
no.
There's a mark on the lens.
Have you got? Yeah, you probably have.
Yeah. We're coming out of the cathedral, out of the square here. There's some lovely trees. I think they're London planes, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are actually.
I'm not 100% sure. Or if they're not London planes, it's very hard to tell because the bark is so soaking wet. They might be maples. Oh yeah, I think they're maples. Hold it that way. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm trying to keep you dry.
I know. It's so difficult. Hang on. Yeah, there's a bloody mark on it. This is a nightmare.
This is the rain.
We might have to go into a cafe and do a bit in a cafe.
We're battling on through.
Right, let's battle on down this cobbled street here. So the street here, this is the main sort of cross of shops.
Yeah, it is.
And you've got all your normal shops. In fact, there's a van coming.
They do. Coming up to Christmas, they have the procession of the City of Lights.
Oh, do they?
In Truro, so just a couple of weeks before Christmas, they will have all these streets barred off. And they do have a procession of lights through these streets, which is very beautiful as well.
Oh, this is a nice street, isn't it? Up ahead here.
I think that is one of the oldest buildings in Truro.
Which one?
Just
the one right
front of
ahead
us
at the
there.
far end of the road. This must be the main drag.
Oh yeah, the main thoroughfare in Truro.
And here's us walking in the middle of the road.
street.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's get up onto that island. We'll be safe there. This is a somewhat mad.
I'm trying
Day
to keep
today.
the umbrella over there,
Yeah,
but
over the
to
camera.
not obscure my face.
Well, you
but
see,
know.
you should have bought a hat. That's what you should have bought. Charlotte's Tea House.
Yeah, Charlotte's Tea House.
What's that like?
Yeah, I've never been in there.
Shall we go and have a cup of tea
Yeah, we
in
can have a-
Charlotte's Tea
yeah,
House?
we
I think
can have
that
a
might
cup-
be the thing
cup
to
of
do.
tea.
It's what,
Yeah,
sorry?
we've got the coinage hall.
Right.
It's now a Charlotte's Tea House, but it used to be the coinage hall in Truro. So
What
and
did
it's
that do then?
holds. Can we Google it and try that again?
No, I think we'll just go with it. It's also Pizza Express, it says. It's just up there. Pizza Express and Charlotte's. What is is Charlotte's House a chain? We've got the giggles now.
It's a beautiful building nonetheless.
I'm not saying
the
it isn't.
outside.
I'm not saying it isn't beautiful.
But it's
Will you stop holding that? Hold it there. That's it. I know it's
a
hard.
beautiful building nonetheless.
Thanks. We got that.
It
We
does.
got that.
The water has gone under my coat.
I'm nice and dry. I
you
can
got
tell you
new-
that much.
You got a new coat.
Yeah, I've got a new coat and it's nice and dry. What are we looking at? The plaque.
yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here on this side. Yeah, hang on. So you read it.
Here on the site of
Not that loud. God almighty. It's never worked with children and animals. Sellwood.
Sellwood. Here on the site of the coinage hall,
Yeah.
John Wesley preached 27th of August 1776.
Damn, I missed it then.
Yeah,
I was
by a
hoping to.
few years.
I was
By a
hoping to
few
get to
years.
that. Yeah. Mark, we're sheltering.
We are, Richard.
We're sheltering in the porch of an elegant Georgian house here. Where are we?
Well, we are actually in Lemon Street in Truro at the moment.
Where?
Lemon Street.
Oh, lemon. I
We
thought
are
you said
in
Lemming
Well, a
Street.
couple of lemons.
We are a couple of lemons in Lemming Street. It's a beautiful Georgian street, isn't it, with these fine stone buildings. It must be sandstone, I think.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I'd imagine
Something
they
like
are.
that. And beautiful windows with the casement windows and the classic sort of Georgian look. You can imagine up the high street here, the horses and carriages coming
Oh,
up,
yeah,
taking
certainly.
the lords and ladies, can't you?
Yeah, I have seen old photos of Truro in this surrounding area, and they have had photos with carriages going up this area, and they do look beautiful.
It's very reminiscent of Bath,
Yeah,
in a
certainly.
way.
Yeah, so
I think we were just been doing a little bit of research whilst the rain was pouring, and you were reading about it was named after
a William Lemon, who's a local mining
Magnate.
Magnate.
Not a magnet, a magnate. Yeah.
It's a local mining magnate. So
William
this
Lemon.
street was named after him.
Oh right.
So
And of course, with all the stone, you can see why.
oh yeah, it's a lovely street in Truro.
And is it right that they call Truro, because it's a city, the London of Cornwall?
Yeah,
is that true?
I think at the time with the culture that was flourishing in Truro here, it was called the London of Cornwall.
Yes.
So once upon a time, just with all the culture that flourished around this area.
Absolutely. There's a river that
But,
flows by. We're going to go and take a little stroll down to the river,
Yeah,
aren't we, to
yeah,
finish
shall
off
we?
our video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we do that?
Yeah, we'll do
You
that.
get your
Yeah.
umbrella.
Well, I'll get my umbrella.
Yeah, and I'll just pick up my have to pick up my hat again, and we'll venture.
We're going to venture forth.
We'll venture forth. There we go. Grab the micro. Oh, he's gone. I hope I don't look too silly in this hat.
It's absolutely fine.
Come on then.
Absolutely fine.
It's raining again, but we're coming to the end now, and we've walked down to the river.
Yeah.
Well, it's the port, isn't it? I hadn't appreciated, Mark, that this was a port, and we're down by the Truro Quay, Lemon Quay. Actually.
Yeah, Lemon Quay. This is the port of Truro.
And behind us is a an old paddle. Well, I don't know whether it's an existing paddle steamer, but it's in the guise of a paddle steamer that I think is a restaurant now.
Yeah, it is. So,
but it was an important port.
Yeah, during the late 18th century, there was as many as 60 ships coming into this port here.
Is that because of tin?
Yeah, because of the tin production in Cornwall at the time. So it was a very busy port here.
Yeah, you can imagine. And of course, once that dried up, it's all changed, and now it's really just a shopping centre.
Yeah.
But it's a fascinating place. I'm sorry that we've not really done it justice in this video. But it's great to see the cathedral, and just over there we can still see, the spire sticking up, or the tower.
Oh yeah, all around Truro you can see the Truro Cathedral spire.
And it is incredible to think that's only been there for just over 130 odd years, something like that. That is amazing.
Yeah.
And then to come down here on the quay on a wet, miserable day. But Cornwall's not all like that.
No, it isn't.
So do follow, like, and subscribe. We're going to go and do some more, aren't we?
We're going to do some more in the rain.
We'll try. I think it's going to brighten up a bit later.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you, Mark, for showing me around Truro. We'll see you on the next one. Until then,
goodbye.
Goodbye. We've had fun.
We've had fun.